And we are joined now by GOP Congressman Andrew Garbarino of New York, the ranking member on the House Homeland Security Committee Subcommittee on Cybersecurity, Infrastructure Protection, and Innovation. Try saying that 3 times fast. Thank you so much for being here, Congressman.
Thank you very much for having me, Lindsay.
So yesterday, you called cyber attacks the greatest national security threat of our time. As you know, security officials have warned for years about hacking and ransomware attacks hitting our critical infrastructure. So are there any concrete steps that Congress can take right now to address this type of threat?
Well, absolutely. There's several things that we have to do to address this type of threat. One is we need to come up with a legislation that requires information sharing amongst companies, sharing with each other, as well as sharing with the government. It's not just once a day this happens. There are attacks thousands of times a day on thousands of different companies, private sector, state, local governments. Everybody's getting hit every day, multiple times a day. And when they get hit, they should let the government know. They should let others know, so everybody else can be out for this. We also need to focus on cryptocurrency. This is how these criminals are being paid. It might be up to $7 billion. We heard possibly last year. Not everybody reports the ransom they pay, but it's all being paid in cryptocurrency. So we have to look at that. There's a lot that we have to do. The government has to properly fund the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA. That's under the Department of Homeland Security. We need to make sure that they have the proper resources so they can do threat hunting, as well as working with private and public utilities to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
You're talking about what the government can do in that cryptocurrency. As Pierre just reported, these ransomware attacks have escalated in recent years as hackers exploit security holes. Is there more that private companies, as well as the public sector, can do to prepare and protect against these vulnerabilities?
Absolutely. Look, whether it's private or public, the Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, has tools. They will work with public companies. They will work with private companies. They will work with small governments. They will work with state governments. They'll work with school districts. They'll work with everyone to try to prepare so they do not get hit with these ransomware attacks. It could be something as easy as opening an email, could be having outdated passwords. These are things that need to be updated yearly or monthly, just so that a simple ransomware can't shut down a pipeline like it did this past week. There are simple things that can be done, and CISA will help all these organizations if they just ask.
And yesterday, President Biden called this a criminal act, but said that there was no evidence pointing to the Russian government involvement. Do you believe that Russia can be trusted to do anything to address this sort of attack?
We've seen that this dark side operates freely in Russia. Russia might not have hired them to do this, but they let them operate. If Russia wanted to shut them down, they could. We see there are a whole bunch of nation states, Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, that focus on these cyber attacks daily. They are attacking the United States. They are attacking our allies through these cyber attacks. So it's something we need to put the pressure up to make sure that they stop these bad actors. Whether they sponsored this one specifically, we don't know yet, but they do allow these groups to operate freely in their territory, so they need to step up and stop them.
And lastly, Congressman, officials with the pipeline say that they'll determine tomorrow if they can get back online. But we're already seeing long lines for gas and empty pumps in some parts of the East Coast. How concerned are you about gas shortages, as well as a spike in price hitting Americans in just a few days?
This is the time of year that gas already goes up. Memorial Day's coming. I paid over $3 a gallon this morning on Long Island. This is just going to hurt even more. I think 7% of gas stations in Virginia are out of gas right now. So we are seeing the effects. Hopefully we can get the pipeline back up as quickly as possible so the effects don't last too long. But we're already seeing it. This is the time of year gas prices go up, and I could just see them going higher.
Congressman Garbarino of the House Homeland Security Committee, so appreciate you coming on your show. Appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.